Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to Super Smack.
The rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans. Wowee, what a round of NPC. Bunnings, NPC.
What
the Bunnings
a round.
Warehouse, NPC. The Bunnings Warehouse, NPC.
No, it's just the Bunnings NPC, mate, I
I think it's the Bunnings Warehouse, NPC.
I don't think they're called Bunnings Warehouse anymore.
It's the Bunnings Warehouse, NPC.
Do they still do that?
Hey, Matt.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Can you give me what you think the NPC jingle should be? Okay, you've got 10 seconds to come up with a jingle for the NPC.
Okay, yep. NPC, National Provincial Championship. NPC, National Provincial Champ.
That's good. I like that. We should send that into the NPC social.
We should send it into Bunnings head office.
Bunnings.
Mate, you could send it into Bunnings head office with a job application.
Maybe. You should do, yeah.
I reckon you'd be a great floor manager in like the...
Floor manager?
Yeah,
in
like the
Bunnings?
bathroom or like the
No
paint
way,
section
mate.
or something. Go, have you thought about this sort of duck egg green from Resine? It's beautiful.
No, mate, I don't think I would be. The thing about to be good at that job, you need to know where every single item in that store is. Because all people do is come up and go, hey, where's the painter's tape? And so you have to go, for 3/4 of the way down on the right-hand side, just below eye level.
And isn't that rewarding to know so much?
Mate, I would never be able to retain that knowledge.
Really?
It'd be in one ear, out the other, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good socially. Like, I'd be good at, greeting people and making sure they're having a good time. But
you'd be like, how are you?
Yeah, in terms of,
How you
like,
been?
what's actually going on with the products, I don't think I'd be very good. Hey, can you
Yeah.
play the... I just got a bit of news here, mate.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. News.
Southland have taken the shield off Waikato after 1 week, a 1 week tenure for a Waikato, which isn't great. They would have been looking at Southland a week after their famous victory over Taranaki and gone, I mean, this just should be okay. We might be able to hold on to it for a wee while. But Southland came up from Invercargill and pulled some sort of attacking flair out of their ass. It was amazing. It was actually really great to watch. Kept Waikato guessing. Waikato had some great players return from the All Blacks camp. I don't know how they've let it slip, but they have. And Southland were so excited. Did you see them at the full-time whistle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were over the moon because when's the last time they won the Shield?
I think I don't remember, but
It's a long time.
It must be a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, for Southland to get it, they would have to take it off one of the top tier teams, which they're not famously known for beating in the last sort of decade of the NPC, right?
And a Shield match, no less, which is always tougher usually.
So when I saw how frothed these boys from Southland were at the full-time whistle, like they were beside themselves, I just got a little bit worried. I got a little bit concerned for the health and safety of that beautiful shield from, I don't know, whoever Ranfurly is. I don't know, who is Ranfurly?
Mr. Ranfurly.
Sir Ranfurly.
Trevor Ranfurly.
Trevor Ranfurly.
Who invented Ranfurly draft.
Yeah, lovely Canterbury drop. Lovely Southern Canterbury drop.
Yep.
The bottom 3 inches of those Ranfurly vets is Viking, Conquer the Taste.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But yeah, I just got a little bit worried that we were going to have a repeat of the 2023 Hawke's Bay saga where we had a breakage and also some suspicious white powder on the shield, which we never got to the bottom of, to
Disrespectful.
Be honest. And I mean, we all know what happened. We all know exactly what happened that fateful night in Hawke's Bay. But nothing was ever done about it. It was very much swept under the carpet.
Schweppes.
swept under the carpet. But yeah, I mean, kudos to the Southland boys for not doing what was, I was very suspicious of, which is making tabloid news by getting a little too excited.
They could have desecrated the shield once again. But instead,
that's what I was worried about.
Who gets to take it on the plane, do you think? Because they can't check that thing in, right? So they take that back down south.
I reckon they're passing it around. And they're
strolling. So that they have to. So hang on. So they have to put the shield through the X-ray machine and stuff.
Why not? I reckon. Well, you don't want to check it in, do you?
Actually, do they? Or are they flying regional all the way to Invercargill?
Yeah,
are they flying the little planes? So you don't have to. No, they'd go Auckland to Wellington. No, hang on. No, because they'd be in Hamilton. So they'd go. Yeah, they'd
have to go to Auckland. No, you'd have to go to Auckland. But do you have a direct
I reckon they go via
Invercargill?
Wellington. I reckon they fly Hamilton to Wellington and then Wellington direct to Invercargill from there.
So
that's hilarious, sending that thing through the scanner.
And maybe the Invercargill City Council has they're so proud of the boys that maybe they've chartered a
Chatham-Air.
Or Chatham-Air, or maybe Sounds Air, one of their kind of planes that hasn't run
doesn't
for a
even
wee
go
while.
that far south, mate.
Doesn't it? Yeah, just the Nelson.
People want to stay away from that deep.
So it's only in Air New Zealand. It's one of the prop planes, isn't it? It's one of those big propeller
you can see
planes.
The mayor just goes after the game. He goes, get the plane out.
Get the plane.
we're gonna go fetch the boys. It's an old rickety old, not a private jet, but a rickety old private prop plane that they keep there for special occasions, like when the Queen visits or the King, and when they win the Ranfurly Shield.
I reckon they might have been tempted to go, oh, fuck the flights, guys. We're going to get a bus and we're going to do a pub crawl all the way from Hamilton to Invercargill. It's going to take us a week and we'll turn up for our next week's game straight off the bus, pretty much. We'll
straight
have all
off
our
the
kit.
bus.
Yeah, we'll have all our kit.
But remember, no sniffies off the shield.
No
all right?
sniffies on the shield. Keep your sniffies to your fold-out trays on the back of your bus seat.
Yeah, even when we get to the big centres like Palmy. Don't like Palmy and Reefton. Don't you dare do sniffies off the shield. Desecrate Mr. Trevor Ranfurly.
Mr. Trevor Ranfurly.
And his whole family.
So, well done, Southland.
Yeah, well done, Southland.
It is an amazing part of the competition, and we've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Ranfurly Shield rocks my world. What a time. To see players that excited just made my week.
It is really good because I guess it's a big achievement. I mean, it's funny because they only have to win one game and they'll probably, try winning the competition. That might be something to celebrate.
But that's the thing. It's the competition within the competition, which is great, and it carries on. They're going to have a couple of home games. Wellington might even pick up the shield at some point. Yeah. I think they actually have to defend it against Canterbury next week. So it's probably just another thing that Canterbury is going to lock up for the bloody season, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Canterbury are on fire at the moment.
Yeah. They're the only unbeaten team, right?
Yeah. They're looking very, very good. I mean, they punished Manawatu. They did what Wellington couldn't, They're looking really good. Wow. Mate, they were woeful last year. This is the thing. They've turned around in the same way that Wellington have gone a little bit backward at this point.
Yeah, but then you look at the Crusaders, they did the same thing, right? They had a shot a year and then they've come back and won the bloody title again.
Yeah. So Canterbury they're certainly looking like the team to beat. I mean, who else? I mean, Taranaki are looking pretty convincing good too.
I mean, the Bay of Plenty's had their moments. They had a couple of losses, but they bounced back. Yeah, and the reason why we bounced back is because, we had the return of a couple of great players. We had Imoni Narawa back. We had Leroy Carter back. So two fringe All Black wingers there.
Yeah, two non-All Black All Blacks.
Yeah, exactly.
And didn't get any game time.
Wellington had a little bit of that too, right? Didn't they have Peter Luckeye back? Again,
yeah, we did.
Similar.
Yeah.
Ruben Love, again. Yeah, so you can rip the Bay of Plenty boys up, mate, but you guys are in exactly the same boat.
Don't care. Whereas I know it really gets to you because you don't get many chances down there in those sort of region, those semi-rural areas. You guys are you're always on the back foot, so you're always a bit keen to just let everybody know that you're still here and that you matter, where in the scheme of things, you don't.
What we like to do, mate, is just punch above our weight a little bit, you know. So what Wellington likes to do is
you better punch hard because
you think you're good, but actually you're just the same as everyone else, just a little bit sloppier and slobbier, you know.
Yeah, but we just retain the same status. So I guess don't have to work as hard for the same thing.
Exactly.
For the
you're
same
just a
result.
little bit lazier and slobbier. Yeah,
brilliant. Sounds like a life I want to lead.
You're in for a few pints and a pack of ribs on a Friday night.
And a pack of pork scratchings.
And a few durries.
Dead by 55.
You tell your doctor you don't smoke, but you punch half a pack of durries on a Friday evening, don't you?
Yeah. Shit, yeah. He's like, but I smell it on you. Like,
yeah, mate, your lungs are full of tar. What have you been drinking tar? Like, have you been breathing it in?
Yes.
Are you a road worker?
Yes. Yeah.
Stop sniffing the fresh asphalt.
Stop it, mate.
Anything else to report? Oh, that's the other thing as well from the NPC. So I can't remember who it was, but I saw a funny wee stat. Remember that old saying, when Auckland rugby's good, the All Blacks are good. You know, and that was true.
It used to be like that,
of the Brooks and Fitzpatrick era, the Lee Stensons,
in the 90s.
Carlos Spencers, in the 90s, right? But geez, the Auckland teams, all three of them, Counties, Auckland and North Harbour, haven't won a game in the first 5 rounds, which is pretty shocking.
It is pretty shocking.
They make up the most of the Blues.
I mean, I guess
stops.
weirdly, that whole saying changed to Canterbury, of course, pretty swiftly, and then was very, very true, and still is, I would say. If Canterbury rugby's strong, the All Blacks are strong. It's sort of the new one. But it is strange, mate, because, I mean, Auckland should have... It's the biggest city by a mile.
Yeah.
They should be a good side. And to be honest, in recent years, they've actually been... Our NPC side has been relatively strong. But what's going on? Like, they've got some good players in there, just all a bit at sea.
Well, you can't... Yeah, I mean, how many... I guess they've lost Finlay Christie to the All Blacks. I mean
Harbour's never been...
He's Taranaki.
No, he's Taranaki. But Harbour's never been, like, great in recent years. But you do expect the Auckland team to have the pick of the crop. And, I don't know. They seemed a little bit all over the place.
It was nice to see Caleb Clark back in action for Auckland.
Yep.
I
thought he was injured there for a second.
Saw a couple of photos of him getting up high, like you like, mate. I know that you like him for it.
He's good at it, mate.
Well, yeah, he seems to have those big thighs where he gets them up quite high.
He gets a lot of spring out of them, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, but also that knee's coming right up. Like, it's almost at eye level.
Yeah,
he's kind of
nestles.
He's almost an acrobat more than a winger, really. He's folded himself in half.
Yeah.
Maybe he should join the Olympic gymnastics team too.
Well, he probably could.
We tried to win a gold medal with the sevens team and didn't make the team.
Remember that sucks. Poor Caleb. That was when the All Blacks ditched him too, isn't it?
Well, no, he kind of ditched them, didn't he?
Oh, did he ditch them?
Yeah, so basically he made a play to be in the Olympic sevens team. Yeah. So he bowed out of All Blacks contention for a year so that he could be selected, and he didn't make the team. It was kind of gutting.
That is... But maybe that's why he went off the rails on his Suzuki.
No, that was a few years ago. He's made his mark in the All Blacks.
Yeah, but maybe it's just... Oh, right.
He's still thinking about it. What could have been.
I mean, you would for a long time, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of an error.
And you go, mate, you're not Sonny Bill. You know, you can't just do it all.
Remember when Jonah Lomu and Christian Cullen joined the sevens team?
We're in the sevens team?
That was so amazing.
What in the shit?
It's so good.
Imagine the other team and they walk on the field and you go, oh, come on.
Can you think of two better players to play sevens? Maybe someone like Dupes or Artie would be good as well.
Well, no, I mean, and the Ioane brothers were the kings of it.
True.
They were awesome, and that was actually still when they were playing was still the heyday of New Zealand sevens. I feel it's not quite in that realm it was, but man, Lomu and Cullen, you wouldn't be able to. How would you even? Just couldn't tackle them for different reasons.
Yeah, that Cullen step, he'd just be so good, and he's so fast.
Yeah. Anyway, beautiful.
Anything else out of the Bunnings Warehouse? Bunnings Warehouse NPC.
It's just Bunnings, mate.
Oh,
I don't know if it's Bunnings Warehouse anymore. They probably changed it because it was confusing people with the warehouse.
Yeah, true.
You know,
where
warehouse
everyone
be a
gets a
competitor?
bargain.
Not really a competitor, but Bunnings.
No,
You go to Bunnings now,
Tens.
they sell all sorts of shit. You can get like butter and things there.
You can get butter from a. No, you can't, mate.
Yeah, you can get weird shit there.
I know there's all this news about butter in New Zealand, but you're not buying it from Bunnings. If you are, you're playing up.
What do you mean news about butter?
Everyone's talking about how the cost of butter. Why is my butter $8.99?
Do you not eat butter, mate?
I love it. I get stuff from Ireland. It's called Kerry Gold. It's delicious.
Is it salted?
Oh yeah, it's got a little salt crystals through it, like that Lewis Road Creamery one.
The one that you and I bought, and we sat out the front of your house that day, and we ate ham, and rich, dense cheese, and a roll of bread.
If you don't want to pay the price for butter, just get some Olivani, get some Marge.
Well, don't, because those oils are proven to be inflammatory and not very good for your heart.
But same with butter, mate. It's high in saturated fat.
I watched, funny that you said Marge, I watched that Marge ad from the early 90s the other night where the kid sneaks down to get a midnight snack.
I was having a little Molenberg with Marge on it.
He goes, I've got to get the butter. And he opens it, and there's an actor, a man dressed as a woman, holding margarine going, "You're after the Marge?" And he shuts the door, and he's like, and he goes, "Mum, where's the butter?" And his mum calls out from the room and goes, "In the butter conditioner, where it should be." Do you remember that ad? No, it's a classic.
Was it an ad for butter, or was it an ad for Marge?
Yeah, it was an ad for butter. No, it's an ad for butter. Yeah. And Marge was a tranny. Marge was a tranny in the
like an old Eddie Izzard sort of character.
No, it looked like someone like Mark, but like Mark Wright or someone dressed as a. I don't think it was, but it was something like that. Anyway, I'll send you a link.
Like a cross-dresser, you mean, rather than a tranny?
A man dressed as a woman.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just want to get your terminology right there, mate. Don't offend anyone.
I'm not fussed, to be honest.
No, you're not.
Yeah, couldn't care less. But what I do care about is the game this weekend.
What's happening, mate?
It's just a game, a certain game in the rugby championship between the All Blacks and the Springboks at Eden Park.
Yeah. I've got a question for you. Do you think we're putting a little bit too much pressure on this game?
Oh, well, hang on. Pressure on who, though? The All Blacks or South Africa? Because I'd say
no, mate,
the pressure is equal.
I think yourself. So what you're doing is you're building it up so much. And if you lose, you're going to be devastated.
Well, no, mate, I think that's part of it, though, is that if we lose, if we win, it's history either way. If we win, we've proven that we're very much we're probably proven that we're the top team. Yeah. That would decide it.
It's kind of the rights to the number one world ranking, isn't it?
It's the bragging rights. And if we lose, it's history after 30 years. I mean, it's big either way. I think it should be built up because and I think the build up it'll fire the All Blacks up from the last week's performance. I think in fact, they need the game to be at Eden Park. I'd be nervous if this game was in Wellington or Hamilton or Dunedin right now, but I want it to. It's so good that it's at Eden Park because they are like, no. Yeah,
it gives us a little. Do you think it gives us a little boost? Gives us an extra kind of couple of points, maybe 4 points. It's worth 4 points.
And there's other stats on the line too. It's Ardie Savea's 100th test.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
there
they couldn't get up for Cody's, so they better get up for Artie's.
Yeah. So there is a lot. There's a lot riding on this. A lot of stats. Yeah. It's a big.
Are you going to the game, mate? Did you get yourself tickets?
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
Why not?
No, I'm going to be away. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be? I hope you get to watch it.
Yeah, I will.
Going to be in the Cook Islands or something?
No, mate. I'm going to be down in Queenstown.
Oh, lovely. Having a wee Ocean spa, getting those
Having
Instagram pics.
Nah, no. None of that. Don't do that kind of stuff. Got a life.
Are you going to go to Amersfield and take a photo of your entree?
No, wouldn't do that either. I did that last year. Went to Amersfield, didn't take any photos, didn't need to. Just enjoyed it in the moment.
Going to go to the Sherwood and get some chops.
Yeah, actually, you probably will.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, don't know if I'll get chops, but I'll have a wee
whiskey
mulled
by
wine out by the fire.
Yeah, or a little whiskey or a mulled wine out by the fire. Lovely.
Don't do the whiskey. Don't do the scotch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know that. I'm more of a tequila man, which
totally.
you know well because you had to hide your tequila from me.
Yeah, because you would have drunk it.
No, I wouldn't have, but you
would
hid
have.
it like a sort of a petty
Don't pretend.
petty old man.
As soon as you knew it was valuable,
tequila.
As soon as you knew it was valuable.
As soon as I knew it was valuable.
As
So
soon
you
as
think
you
I'd
know.
drink it because it was valuable? That's why.
100%.
Fuck,
That's just who
no,
you
mate.
are, mate. If
No,
you think
it's
it's
not.
fine and nice, you would have a little taste.
Oh, whatever.
You would, and you'd share it
Mate,
around. You go,
I'm
look, Raz,
respectful.
this is Raz best tequila.
I would not.
Here you
share
go,
it going,
Curtis.
It's Raz
Here you
best.
go, Dave.
Here you go,
Here you go,
Curtis.
Dan. Help
Here you
yourself.
go, Dan.
Fill your boots.
Nah,
It's not
I
no
would
skin
never-
off my teeth, mate. I didn't
I would
buy it.
never, mate. I would never take the tequila that you'd worked so hard to earn on one of your many trips to Mexico. I would be such a shame to ruin that for you. I wouldn't do that, mate. Nah.
Put it down in the lockup.
And it was probably just bog standard grog anyway
Oh,
that
mate, it
somebody
wasn't.
sold you up the river and
Delicious.
went, this is the most important tequila in the world. And,
Why is he in France?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that your Mexican accent, mate?
It is. Mexican is a more like this.
Okay,
you
mate.
want-
No.
Oh, okay. No?
No,
We're not getting
You
it?
need to chill out.
Only CCs are tasting like these.
Did you know CCs stood for corn chips?
Yeah, but it took me years to figure
Yeah.
that out.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Other things
so
we do. Anyway,
let's
big
talk
match.
more. Let's talk a little bit more about this game. So,
Okay.
we've got obviously a fired up South African team as well because they've lost obviously a game that they didn't expect to lose, or maybe I don't know whether they didn't expect to, but would have liked to have taken
Probably
off the
shouldn't
Aussies
have lost.
at Ellis Park. So I mean they're everyone's kind of in the same boat where it is pretty much must win from here on in, isn't it?
It is a little bit because it's so tied up, although we're still on top thanks to some handy bonus points. It could go either way, of course, after that. You know, Australia hosting Argentina. So if South Africa, if either team don't win, it becomes you could see an interesting rugby championship. So, yeah, it is a must-win. Yeah.
And just before we delve deeper into this All Blacks South African battle, who do you think's gonna win the Aussie Argentinian series? Because I think
I
it
would
could go
say
either
my
way.
my money's on Australia.
Do you think it's going to be a whitewash? Because I'm thinking one game each.
I'd probably say a game apiece. I agree.
Yeah.
I'd think that there's a chance of a game apiece. I mean, yeah, the Argies are pretty good. They tour pretty well. You know, they've won in South Africa, they've won in New Zealand, they've won in Australia. I mean, they've done it all.
Well, they've probably toured more than anyone, really, because I mean, no, that's probably not
it's
true. But
usually
you know what I mean?
pretty even.
I would say that they've probably been away more than they've been at home.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way the championship is now, it goes year on, year off, right? So they had to come to New Zealand last time. I guess they go
And they won
just
again.
go different places. Yeah, they won again. Yeah, they'd won in South Africa. They went to South Africa last year. No, they didn't. They hosted South Africa and they beat them. That's right.
Yeah.
I would say a game apiece because they're used to winning now too. So it's
they
not
got
unusual.
the confidence.
Yep.
They know that's not out of their reach. I mean, I want to see how the Australians bounce back after that second test loss to South Africa, and I want to see who bars up? I want to see James O'Connor work some magic again.
Yeah, they've definitely got some form. They've got some players who are in really good form. Absolutely they will win one. They probably should win both, but that's a pretty even contest.
Sure,
look at the championship. Mate. I don't really know. Wow. Yeah, so should have we. Absolutely. Yep. Well, let's not. We've already dwelled on that last episode. I think that could go either way. So yeah, it's very open. South Africa, I would say, the odds will heavily favour the All Blacks. That's for sure at Eden Park. I would say it's a hard ask. I don't know if South Africa tour incredibly well in New Zealand. Usually, it's just as tough for them coming here as it is for us. Notoriously is for us going over there. I think it's going to be a hard ask for them to beat us at Eden Park. I think that's my.
Where do you think?
Last time they were in Auckland, we whipped them.
Yeah, that's right. Question: Where do you think the South African team go for their dinners this week?
Here,
yeah. In Auckland.
I don't know.
Are they heading up Monsoon Poon?
No, it's not even around anymore, is it?
I think so. It's down in the water. That's where all the celebrities used to go. It's where the Kardashians.
That's in Wellies, isn't it?
No. There's one in Auckland too.
Oh no, that's
down by Danny Doolan's.
No, mate, they go down to Seoul or
down to Seoul, down to the waterfront. You think
they're on the waterfront? They're experiencing, or they go to Hello Beastie. No, what's it called? The Asian fusion place or headquarters.
Headquarters doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Oh no, it does.
There's a new Italian place in the old headquarters house.
Bavaco.
Yeah, Bavaco. That's not.
Yeah,
a bad
they go
place.
down to Bavaco for a meat platter.
You reckon?
No, I would say they probably go to. They need to go to a biggish place, maybe a Mexican cantina. In fact, they probably go to my brother's joint down on the viaduct. Rosie's Cantina. Get down there. Great drink specials, Monday through Sunday.
I don't know if a Mexican cantina is going to give them the sustenance they need for a prep week, mate.
Well, they're probably not going out anywhere, mate. They're probably back at the hotel. In fact, where would they stay?
Well, I know the All Blacks stay at the Park Hyatt down the Heritage down on Wynyard. They stay on Wynyard down on the water.
Fuck, that's nice.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's flash as.
Yeah, it's
maybe
not
the Sofitel. Lovely buffet breakfast there.
Yeah, well, that's it. Maybe they just their team puts on a big old buffet. They're on the troughs.
I would say so. I would say you're not allowed to just go out and eat any random shit during a game week. I think that's against the rules.
You'd be getting
isn't it?
A few chicken thighs?
Yeah. You get a few chicken thighs with a lovely cheese crust. I
don't think you'd be getting the cheese, mate. I reckon you'd be getting some green beans. I think you'd be getting a lot of carb heavy loads.
Brown rice, a lot of brown rice.
A lot of rice, a lot of potatoes, a lot of kumara, a lot of healthy greens. Like I would say,
maybe a miso eggplant greens. Or something.
Yeah, maybe a miso eggplant. I'm thinking broccoli. I'm thinking a lot of pasta, like maybe some like heavy pasta salads,
like a pasta bake.
And then I reckon you've got probably per meal, I reckon at least 4 chicken thighs per person. And then also a couple of big bits of lamb or beef as well.
But Rusty could pop down to New World and pick himself up a Pyrex dish and a couple of jars of Dolmio pasta bake. And he could actually, I'm just saying that he could do this quite cheaply if he wanted to. Rassi, he could feed the team. Yeah. He could feed his team.
You reckon he's doing it like Form 2 camp style?
He's hands on. Yeah. He's like, come here, boys. We're going to have some of this chicken. We're going
Your mothers, their mum and dads have come in, volunteered, had taken some time off work to come and cook the pasta. And probably have a cheeky affair with someone else's mum or dad at the
one of the players.
Yeah, probably. No. With the mums and dads.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about someone fucking someone else's mum.
No. It'll be like one of the
Jesus.
mums or dads. Like they have a little tipple after all the kids go to bed, and they have a cup of tea and a biscuit. They get into the biscuit box and have a couple of whiskeys, and then one thing leads to another on the campsite.
Fingies.
Oh, come on.
And then it's chocolate fingers for dessert. Griffin's chocolate fingers.
Or a wee pinky bar.
So bad. Stick it in me, Denise.
Why is
Why are they South African? Because they're from South Africa.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I forgot that's where we came from.
You forgot that's where the bit had originated.
Yeah, I was.
Anyway,
I had my head in Namawahine camp from Tauranga Intermediate School, up in the Kaimais there, the Kaimai Mamaku Forest Park.
Oh, those.
Yeah,
Kaimai Mamaku. Look, it's going to take a power to beat the All Blacks. I think we know roughly the team that they're going to try and play to South Africa. We can imagine who's going to be in the side. In fact, they're probably going to name that today. Actually, they tend to name their team.
So I mean, the big questions are who they start at 10, right? And it's probably going to be a Pollard. I would have thought.
I would say so.
I would put my money on Pollard being set at 10, just because you. Oh, sorry, mate. Someone's passing away. Oh no,
I love how it's always someone's dying.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Know? Yeah.
And it set off a car alarm. It's that loud.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, they haven't named the team yet, but let's quickly talk about the All Blacks team, because I think this one is so it's going to go either one or two ways, but surely it has to go this way. That he plays a very expected and unchanged lineup. Like, he's not going to make any crazy decisions. He's going to play pretty much what we've been going with. So, I mean, let's go. Are we saying Tamaiti, Cody, Fletcher? Is Fletcher still? Yeah,
so that's not bad. I mean,
Scott
or
Tupou?
do you start?
No, Scott and Fabian.
Do you start Lomax back from
injury? You
You
could. I guess.
Maybe you pop him on the bench and you start.
Keep Lomax on the bench.
Yeah. And then you've got De Groot on the bench as well, right?
Yeah. De Groot on the bench.
And then Toki Ahoa is our second impact sort of player there.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think Holland and Barrett, I mean, there's been a little bit of chatter about how Scott Barrett's a bit out of form, but I mean, you're right. There's no way that you're ever going to leave him off the field.
No, and I reckon he's a player who has to step up at Eden Park. He has to lead by example there.
Do you remember the conversation we had earlier on in the Super Rugby season about how he was a little bit quiet and how he was biding his time? He better take off for this fucking test. Maybe he just locked it and he's just gone, I'm going to have an absolute blinder.
Yeah. Well, he needs to. And Fabian Holland's obviously Mr. Consistent, which is great. I suppose they make a decision. They stick with Tupou at lock and at 6.
Yeah.
And as we said, they've got to use the line out. They have to, if they've got 3, go and use those jumpers, like let's do some big old drives. Let's fucking, we owned them in the line out. Like let's.
Yeah. And then what do you put? Do you put another lock on the bench, or do you stick with the 3 you've got on the field?
No, I stick
with the 3. You put a Josh Lord. So you don't put a Josh Lord on the bench.
I don't think so.
I put a Josh Lord on the bench. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I want another lock because I think you're right. That's an area that we want.
So 4 locks in the team.
Well, no, because you can't count Vi as a lock. He is a 6. No, but I'm not counting him as a lock. He's a loose forward.
Yeah,
you can't play him at 6 and go, but he's a lock. I mean, I know he's played lock before.
Well, you can from a line-out jumping perspective. It doesn't.
But I mean, a 6 is quite often a line-out option, mate. Same with the number 8.
But he just happens to be a very particular one because of his build,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we put a Lord on the bench because you want a lot of, because you know what's going to happen. The bomb squad's going to come out, and then you want something to counteract the bomb squad. You want to bring on a fresh fucking engine That's just going to you want to change the battery in your Ryobi and you want to put another little 24 volter on there just to fucking really cream him.
I suppose so. I think it's going to come down to the way they want to play. And if the way I'd want to see them play, I would rather put 2 loosies on the bench. I'd rather put Karifi on, because we assume Savia starts at 7, and let's assume Satiti, they give him 8.
Yeah, I mean, that's
and they do that trio that I think is sort of widely accepted as the best starting lineup we've got. I would put, Karifi on, but then I'd also put a Summer Penny or an Enforcer 6. So you've got Karifi and a slightly bigger Lucy, and no lock. That's what I do, because it's just a slightly different.
But you could do both,
different
mate.
Approach.
You could go 2 props and a hooker, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, if you do lock, you've only got 1 Lucy, eh?
No, you've only got, that's the thing. I would just do 2 Lucies instead of the lock coming off, because that would signal that we're going to do a different type of play, a more expansive play. That's what I want us to do at Eden Park. I want us to, they need to just play tip-top All Black rugby and just blow them away. None of this kind of percentages rubbish. I don't know. I reckon
we've got a Josh Lord and a Karifi on the bench. That's mine.
Okay.
And then obviously you've so that's a 5. Yeah,
that's your 5.
forwards.
And then I think it's going to be a 5-3. I don't think they should be countering with any 6-2. I think you've then got
and you're
who's starting
Christie?
at halfback.
Well, you've got to start Christie, right?
Well, I think you do at this point, unless Ratama somehow makes it back. But because there's word that potentially he might be fit.
But he's got a cracked rib. Like I don't think you can play with a cracked rib 1 week after or 2 weeks after.
Nah, it wouldn't be. I suppose it's not sensible. And he wouldn't. Would he be at his best? He'd be a bit ginger, wouldn't he? And I'm not talking about Christie. Okay, so let's assume Christie starts. So who's coming off the bench then? Have they got Preston or?
Yeah, it's Preston.
Oh, Jesus.
It's Preston or it's Xavier Rowe.
Yeah. Well, who would you put in? I'll probably put in Preston. Okay, say he's there.
They've backed Preston. He's been in the squad for a while.
And then, so have we got Bodie starting at 10? Yes,
Bodie
we do.
At 10, and we've got
Bodie
Geordie.
at 10 at Eden Park. We've got Geordie outside him. And then we
stick with Proctor.
We stick with Proctor. Great. So Proctor and Geordie form that partnership. Then we've got the back 3. We bring in Severis as one.
Yeah. And you bring in Caleb Clark.
And you do?
Yeah. And you drop
And you still
Rico.
put Jordan at fullback.
Yes.
And you drop Rico Ioane.
100%.
I don't think they will. I don't think they leave Rico Ioane out of the team at Eden Park.
You know what? He needs to play his way back into the team. Like, that would be great for him, I reckon. I reckon Rico playing his way back into the team is a great way to
what makes
light a
you
little
think
fire.
that the All Black, that he's the problem?
I'm not saying he's the problem. I'm saying that you got to
But
make
then
room.
why is he the only one that leaves the backline then?
Because I think he's less valuable than everyone else.
Interesting. I'm genuinely asking that question because I think a lot of people might say that Billy Proctor might actually be the one that needs to change rather than the winger. There's some problem with the distribution.
But if you're going to do what you're saying, if you bring Rico back into centre, is that you've just wasted all of that time.
Oh, I'm not saying
there's a reason Billy's there, and there's a reason why we've given him this amount of time. So that consistency's got to count for something.
Yeah, I think they need to work out how they're playing that back line. I mean, they need to give those players some. It seems like they don't really know how to use each other. Like it's a hell of a lot of talent in the back line.
What do you mean by that, mate?
It seems like even the tries that we've scored against Argentina in that first game were very opportunistic. It doesn't seem like there's a cohesiveness of the approach to the attacking backline.
I thought you were talking about like emotional manipulation or like using each other for
playing each other off against each other. Like, hey, Bodie, Bodie said this about you last night.
Yeah.
He said that you're not actually quite up to All Black standard. Eh?
Yeah. Hey, Bodie.
Well, he told me that you've got a small cock.
I saw that you have been doing a bit of work with Chemist Warehouse. I was just my mum wants some vitamins. Would you be able to
using that way?
Hey, Bodie, I really want to play Cody Cliffs. Can you hook me up with a tea time, please?
Yeah. I'm just I'm going up, and I know that they sort of do a discount for members, and I'm thinking, could I get that room on the end with the bath that opens up over the cliffs there? I'd really love to. Hey, could you ask Hannah if she could introduce me to those nutrient guys?
Yeah,
I'm keen
I saw Hannah did a HelloFresh ad, and I'm just wanting to get a pack for my mum. She wants one of those meal prep sort of situations. So if you could have a chat to
she's
Hannah,
so beautiful. Could you do something about that, man? That'd be super nice. Okay, so Will Jordan,
he had an off game.
No,
he's not
gonna play Jordan on the wing. I was gonna say that's an option that that I've always been a fan of. But Razor has been very adamant that Jordan is a fullback, and so it would be weird if he put him onto the wing. He'd be going against his very firm plan. So let's assume that Caleb Clark comes back in then. So you've got a great high ball jumper. You've got Sevu on there. I mean, that's two great wingers.
Yep. And then on the bench, you've obviously got D-Mac as the utility outside back. And
I still think that's
first
great.
Five. And then you've got that one little spare spot. Who do you give that to? Someone in the midfield? Do you give it to an Albie?
Definitely. It's a centre player, so it's either Albie with all the experience that you want against a side like South Africa. I mean, I would be playing Leonard Brown. I don't think I'd be pulling into Tupaia. Obviously, no pulling in of Tavatavanawa anymore, unfortunately. But here's my thing on Tavatavanawa now that he's out. I honestly, and I said this before, I don't think he was going to see much game time generally in this rugby championship. I think Tupaia is ahead in the stakes anyway.
Someone else has passed away.
Jesus. What is that, a shooting? Downtown. The cops are beating someone.
Oh, that was 3 fire engines. Must be a fire.
Riots. Is the National Guard coming in? Trump's had enough?
No.
I would say, would it be Tupaia? No, I'd start Albie.
ALB back.
Yep.
He just had a little spin with Waikato and he pulled up all right.
Yeah, I would
you always know when a player's pulled up all right after a game when they're taking like smiley Instagram pics.
Yeah. Or do you give Tupaia a run?
I'm ALB.
You're ALB, yeah. So am I, just for the experience.
Did you know that ALB has the most cards in the All Black team? 4 yellows.
You mean this All Blacks team or overall?
This All Blacks team.
Yeah.
Out of everyone, I think Sevu Reece is on 2, Rico Ioane is on 2, but he's by himself on top of that very, not so great list. With four yellows. So, I mean, their discipline has been something that everyone's fucking having a yarn about.
Yeah,
naughty boys.
Is there something interesting about that stat that you've just mentioned? They're all backs.
Yeah,
that's really interesting because you should think that a forward might be getting those penalties, like where's the flanker topping those?
Because the flankers know how to do it. It's when a centre goes in and tries to enforce a turnover or does something at the breakdown when it's out of their job description. Basically, what we're saying there is stay in your fucking lane.
Stay in your lane. But also stupid rules like the knockdown thing like Sevu got, those annoying little things.
How is that a stupid rule?
Oh, I'm not a fan
Shoes
of
on the other foot, mate. What? So you can just go in and slap it down and laugh at them?
You can't slap it down.
Mate, it's the equivalent of like an excited kid lining up for Mr. Whippy for 5 minutes. What? They finally get their ice cream and a big old Sevu Reece comes in, grabs it out of their hand and just throws it down on the ground face up.
No, I disagree. I think that's a lot more vindictive in nature. And you know what? If Sevu Reece came in and punched a kid's ice cream out of his hand and
he's
Mr.
not
Whippy,
punching it. I mean, let's not get punchy about it. He's like just carefully snatching it. He's snatching it and throwing it.
Yeah. Right.
It's a snatch and throw.
But I suppose if I would allow Sevu to slap it out of the kid's hand, if he could then catch it again with the other.
But but that's what if he can do that, then he's not getting penalised.
Yeah.
If he can catch it again and then go, just kidding, and then give the kid the ice cream and then it's all right.
He slaps it, the kid starts crying, it hits the ground, and then he brings out an even bigger, better one with a massive flake and some frosting on top and goes, nah, just kidding.
Or he does a disappearing act where he just eats it in one bite. So he slaps it out, and before it hits the ground, he swallows it whole.
Like a whale.
Yeah.
Like a whale feeding
goes,
on some krill.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, I don't know if that's a silly rule, mate.
I mean, it just gets what it is, it's not silly, it's annoying. It's annoying when it happens. I don't like it.
But I think the thing you're underestimating, mate, is that these people...
Underestimating.
Underestimating. Yeah, the thing that you use for underestimating is that these players are fucking professionals and they know the rules.
Are they?
Yeah, they know the rules and they know they're not supposed to do that and they fucking do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Just
do
don't
it
do
anyway.
it.
Stop being naughty, Sevu and Albie.
I love it how these are grown men and we're still talking about discipline. It's like they're at high school.
Well,
like
mate,
in any other job,
environment,
in any other job,
they'd
you
be
don't
fired.
talk
They'd be
about.
on a written
you
warning.
don't talk about discipline. You don't
they'd be on But mate, it is like a bit of a high school thing, though. I mean, they're rugby players. It is a big high school.
So, what would be the equivalent of ill discipline if you worked at a bank? If you worked at ANZ on Courtney Place in Wellington, what would be the equivalent? Is it
just writing that? No, right, like transferring the wrong amount of money and adding an extra zero to somebody's transaction.
Like,
no, not on purpose.
What's a cynical act at an ANZ
cynical
bank?
act? Well, I guess taking like $20 out of the till or something.
You reckon?
That's pretty bad.
I reckon
immediately.
I'm not going with the actual day-to-day. I'm thinking like the lunchroom, and I'm thinking of like stealing Susan's meatball sub that she's got in the fridge.
Yeah.
You reckon it's that?
No, I reckon there's one cheese slice left in the packet, and you take it, and you know that Susan was going to slap that on her bagel, and she can't anymore.
Or taking a Moro bar from the snack box. And not paying for it.
The charity snack box. Yes. Taking a chocolate bar where you're supposed to put a coin donation in the front for children's cancer.
Yeah.
And you don't do it. And you go home and you realise, there's a kid in Starship dying and I wasn't even prepared to put $1 in for that morrow. Take a long, hard look at yourself, Sevu.
Yeah. Well, that's ill discipline.
Can you imagine Sevu with his little suit and tie working at the bank, working at ANZ? Hey,
I could actually.
This is Sevu Reese, your home loan mortgage manager,
Mr. Reese.
He was fast on the wing, but is even faster at securing you the absolute best deal.
Yeah,
18-month fixed.
18-month fixed around sort of, what is it these days? I think I just fixed for under 5, so
that's lovely.
Yeah. That was a 12-monther. Mortgage broker recommended that,
Yeah. Really,
still
really good.
Still a bit of room to come down there. So And I mean, if Sevu does start working at the ANZ or ASB, we've got to support him in that. That's okay. Like rugby players do have to have some form of work after they finish playing.
They do.
It's a little bit of an epidemic in a lot of professional sports where there's not a huge amount of support.
Well, no, and some of them are a few sandwiches short of a picnic. So when it comes to maybe some other things, yeah.
Hence the need to use the word discipline rather than just like unprofessionalism or like.
let's support them into some roles, and let's get them, overseeing some projects like some construction projects or something,
or speaking of roles, maybe at the Pack and Save bakery.
Yeah,
they go through a lot of roles. There's a lot of crusty rolls to be baked there. I like the cheese ones, to be honest. The cheese ones are my favourite. The classic old
a soft
60
white cheese roll.
Cheese roll, yeah. I don't fuck with the bacon or anything on there. Just that little bit of crispy cheese on top.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't.
How much cheese? Is that a little handful of... Just a handful
Just a sprinkling,
of cheese?
mate. It's just a sprinkling of some grated cheese on top.
I mean, that was a genius. Whoever invented that roll is really
it's
smart.
pretty simple, really.
Mate, because you don't want too much cheese, you get a greasy top. Too little cheese, it's probably a bit Bernie. Probably a little bit Bernie Sanders on top.
But Bernie Upton,
Yeah.
assistant coach of the Wellington Lions, and
Hey,
brother of my good friend Bridget.
You know what else hi Bridget. You know what else came up with me in the news, or I can't even remember where I saw it again.
Yeah.
The fact that none of our coaches have any international coaching experience. Apart from Jason Ryan, who was brought into the All Blacks in the last tenure in the Fozzie era.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't actually realise that. And it made me sort of think, why? Why didn't we go for someone that has some international
why didn't we
experience?
go for Joe Schmidt? Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck did we not
I'll
lock
tell you
in
why.
Joe?
I reckon because there was this shake-up thing of like, we can't go with the old boy. You know, we were always good at going with a coach that was under another coach, right? It was a succession plan. Hansen was with Henry, Fozzie was with Hansen. It was just and to be honest, it works really well. And I know Joe Schmidt's personal stuff, but it should have probably been Joe.
Yeah, but he talks about the personal stuff, and then he's spent like 2 decades in Australia, but seemingly, and he doesn't seem like he's ever going to leave.
You can't turn down a good paycheck, can you? But it is interesting because does it matter? Rugby's rugby. If you're at the top level, I mean, I guess Razor's coached the Crusaders to however many.
But mate, the Crusaders is not the same level as international rugby, surely.
No, but it's interesting. He's coaching the same level of player, though. You know, he's coaching half the All Blacks, or he has done over his years. He's coached some of the best players in international rugby. I mean, what is it that he's?
But with probably about quarter of the resource. This is the difference.
Yeah. So you're saying he's got too much money now? No,
I'm just saying he doesn't know. He might not know exactly what he could potentially do with all of that resource. Is he making the most of that resource because he is used to having less at the Crusaders and making it work?
I don't know how he coached at the Crusaders, but whatever he did to get them to get up each time, he needs to do here. He needs to light a fire under them. That's all for me. That's the only thing that's missing. These are seriously skilled players. I don't think there's any shortage of talent. We don't have a problem with that. We've got a problem with they just need to get out there and want it. It seems just a little lacking to me, you know. It all just seems a little bit half pace, you know. That's what I don't know how he does that.
Well,
does he blow them up in the dressing room? We talked about this. Like, does he does he blow them off in the dressing room? Like Russie famously did after they lost earlier on in the World Cup to the Springboks, and he's like, you're bringing shame upon you. There needs to be some stakes.
Yeah, that's why the old high school principal turned rugby coach was always a good move. And that was Graham Henry and also Joe Schmidt. He was my deputy principal, the enforcer at Tauranga Boys College.
They need some shame put in their names. They just need a rev up. They just need a good old bloody rev up.
But do you think what does Razor's rev up look like?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was very soft.
I can't see Razor doing the rev up. Mate.
No, that's the thing. He's
too chill. He's too much of a man. He's like, I think that's probably right. We're working on that. You know, we're working on that.
They need a couple of. They need a good threat or two. You know, there's nothing like a good threat or two to light a fire and go, holy shit. You know, it needs to be a little bit like that.
Do we need like Hulk Hogan to come into the All Blacks dressing room and just like really light a fucking fire? Do we need
he's
Al
dead.
Pacino? Do we need? Oh, does he? Yeah, he is.
Hulk Hogan died like 2 weeks ago.
Do we need Al Pacino to come in and do the Any Given Sunday speech?
Yeah.
1 inch. 1 inch. Inch at a time.
We do. We just need a bit of good old fashioned, like, you will fucking bring shame on everyone if you don't get out there and actually do something, you useless fucks. Like, they just need a good old rev up, you know?
Yeah.
None of this it'll be okay stuff. It's not okay. If you lose at Eden Park this week, if they do, that is the worst thing to have happened to the All Blacks for so long. In fact, that's the record.
Are you doing the nudie run if we lose this game? Or is that the Bledisloe Cup?
That's the Bledisloe Cup. And that's another step even further, which I don't think is possible because, 2 games. But if the All Blacks lose at Eden Park, they are just going to get slaughtered by everybody.
We could be at the top. We could be at the top of the slip and slide, mate. We could be going all the way down to the bottom of the garden.
No, I don't think so. I think they know they've just got to. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a match. It's kind of, it's like when they got up against Ireland in that quarterfinal. It's like they've been a little bit dubious, and then it's like when it matters against the old foe.
Oh well.
Okay. Well,
I can't wait. I can't wait either. I'm very excited. I wish we were playing it now. Yeah. I wish it was tonight.
Oh, same.
I'd love to sit down with a little 6-pack of a beautiful wee Miller Lite or something like that. Some cheese balls, maybe a charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie.
A little bit of Linda's Pass, maybe some lovely wee meats, some cured meats. Maybe,
we'll be reviewing the game next week, so tune in for that because whichever way it goes, I'm sure it's going to be bloody exciting.
Yeah, we're either going to be very excited or we're going to be very angry.
Depressed. But either way, we'll be wearing our tops. Hey, it's good to still have you listening. Another week of NPC, some rugby championship. Life's never been better.
Life has never been better.
It's gold when the rugby's on, isn't it? And it never stops. It's good. All right. We love you. Oh. Hooroo.
Don't say awkward things, mate. Super smack. It's just a bit weird when you say I love you when, I don't know.
But I do. Love you.